Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about personality number 1. So this is going to be a shorter video because the personality number is more of an outer appearance of who you are. So this is still attached to your personality, but at more of a surface level. This is how people see you when they first meet you. So before we start, you first want to understand how to calculate your personality number. And in order to do this, you want to take all of the consonants in your first name and add them together until you get to a single digit or a master number of 11, 22, or 33. You want to do the same thing with your middle name and your last name, and then take the values of your first, middle, and last name until you get to a single digit. So what is the personality number? Well, again, it is how people see you when they first meet you. It is the aura, the appearance that you give off to others. So before anyone even knows you personally, this is how you come across towards others. This also is how you come across in the way that you interact with others, in the way that you attract things towards you. So this is definitely an energy that is more external, that is not so much about who you are at a deeper level. So I do recommend that you go back to my videos on the life path number, the destiny number, and the soul urge number. Along with that, we have just done a video on all 31 of the birthday numbers. So these numbers are going to speak more to who you are at a deeper level, where the personality number is more surface level. So let's talk about some of the qualities of the 1. The 1 is a single number. It represents the individual, and it is a masculine number. All of the numbers that are of an odd number are of a masculine temperament. So the 1 represents this masculine energy of this initiating, this charging ahead, forcing your way forward. It is all about taking the initiative. The sun is the ruler of the 1. So this is also an energy that is all about being an individual, being unique, shining, standing out. So this is the energy of a pioneer, a trendsetter. The sun is also giving a leadership influence to this. So other people can see you as someone who is a leader. Now the 1 is also a part of a trio of numbers of the 1, 5, and 7. And what all of these numbers have in common is that they are all about intelligence and intuition. So let's talk about some of the variations of the 1. And if you have seen my videos in the past, then you're probably familiar with these variations. But the 1, which you're more likely to get a 10 rather than a 1 if you were adding up your consonants. But this is going to give you a pure 1 energy, whether it's the 1 or the 10. This is definitely going to make you stand out as someone who is a leader, a trendsetter. People see you as someone who takes charge, someone who is able to push forward into new territory. The 0 added along with the 1 also gives an added perception of spirit, of source, of this divine cosmic energy. So people also see you as someone who is insightful, someone who has deep insight. People want to go to you for advice with this energy. The 19 is going to make you come across again as someone who has this pure 1 energy, someone who is a go-getter, determined, pushing your way forward in life. But the 9 also adds an added independence. People see you as someone who is daring, who is a go-getter, someone who is really self-sufficient and determined, courageous. The 9 energy also gives a global influence, so people can see you as someone who wants to make a change in the world. But the 19 sometimes, because it is a karmic number, it can also come across as arrogant, as really egocentric, where people can see you in a negative light sometimes before even actually getting to know you. The 28 version of the 1 is definitely going to make you come across as someone who's very powerful, someone who is successful, wealthy sometimes. People can see you in this light. But the 8 also makes you come across as someone who's inspiring, someone who others want to look up to go to advice for. And the 2 makes you come across again as someone who is very good at giving advice and insight to those in need. So this can definitely come across in this 28 combination, more of a stable combination of the 1 compared to some of the others. The 37 is going to make you come across as some kind of a teacher or guide to others. So again, people look up to you with this 7 energy, and specifically people can see you as a mystic or guru, someone who has a deeper wisdom or insight about you. You definitely can come across as an old soul with this 7 energy in there. The 3 makes you come across as someone who's very inspiring, as someone who is able to communicate or express yourself in a way that touches the hearts of other people. The 46 is another stable energy like the 28, where you can come across as someone who is hardworking, disciplined, patient, reliable, and especially with the 6 in there, you can come across as someone who's very reliable, trustworthy, hardworking, as someone who's competent, where you know what you're doing. People see you in this light. If you have the 55, then this is going to be the least stable of all the energies. People can see you as someone who is very independent, free-spirited, hard to pin down, as someone who is always up for change and excitement. And this can definitely make people see you as someone who's very daring and courageous as well. So in general, what do people see when they see anyone who has this energy of personality 1? Well, they see you as a go-getter, as someone who is confident, courageous, independent, someone who knows what they're doing. You are looked to as a leader, whether you feel this way internally or not. This is the energy that you give off to others. Sometimes people can feel intimidated or feel that there's an intensity about your energy. People can also see you as egocentric, as you have all of this confidence in yourself, so you feel that you're better than others. Again, this can be seen even if you don't feel this way internally. People can see you as overly competitive, as extremely influential and inspiring to others. People see your go-getter spirit, your ability to take charge and to really push forward in life. Oftentimes, people can sometimes push you into leadership positions if you have this personality number 1. People see you again as someone who is able to take on that role, someone who has that ability to push forward in life. This can also sometimes come across in a way where other people want to copy you or mimic you. Again, this is because people feel so inspired by the way that you come across. So sometimes you can start trends, you can start movements, you can inspire people in such a way where they want to follow in your footsteps. And because the 1 is a very innovative number, this can sometimes come across in the way that you dress also. You could have a particular style or fashion about you that inspires other people. People see you as someone who never gives up, as someone who is headstrong, courageous, pushing forward against all odds. And one of the most difficult qualities about having this personality number 1 is that people see you as extremely independent. So sometimes it may be that people don't come to you to check on you to see if you are okay with this number. People see you as someone who has it all together, as someone who is reliable, someone who is independent, in charge, taking charge of situations. So that means that sometimes you need to learn how to speak up and to present your needs to other people. Otherwise, they can overlook some of your needs that you have, as all of us as individuals have needs. So this is very important to understand if you have this 1 energy. And of course, this is true if you have a softer number in your chart. So if you have personality number 1, but you have a lot of 2 energies also present in your numerology chart, then this can be a very difficult combination where you are someone who is more soft and emotional and caring, but people can see you at first as someone who is very intense and independent.